Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Brews and Q's is back at it again. Now we get to week 2. Give y'all a little update for those that checked out the podcast the other day. Y'all heard us make our primetime picks already. So you know the Chargers lost to the Chiefs 27-24.
Hey,
That currently brings our season long to DJ Micah B being 11-5-1 and brings to myself being 9-6-1. So that's what it is right
well,
now.
I probably should have let you know some insight that the Rams weren't going to be ready to play. I should have probably let you know on that part. I kept that part to myself.
Oh, well,
Patrick Mahomes is out to prove something without Tyreek Hill. So
yeah, clearly. But so, well, actually, let me make an addition. Sorry about that. And I am 9-7-1. So, because I was already 9-6-1. So,
still over 500 though. That's what matters.
shit, barely. but yeah, I'm getting there. So all right, so let's take a look at these week 2 game matchups. Actually, before I do that, we haven't done a WWE show in a little hot minute, but send a special shout out and a happy 75th birthday to the OGGM Teddy Long.
Yes, sir.
So,
greatest SmackDown general manager in history.
And tonight you will face The Undertaker.
Tonight you go 1-on-1 with The Undertaker, player.
Every day. So I sent you, they did a video tribute on Instagram. I'll send that to you. It's pretty dope. But all right. So taking a look at these games. So let's look at our Sunday slate starting pretty early. So we're looking at Dolphins at the Ravens.
Dolphins really surprised me last week, but my boy's playing for a contract. I'm taking the Ravens.
Facts. I'm in the same boat with you. I mean, Lamar.
I fucked up last week not taking them.
Yeah, Lamar is out for. Yeah. Wait, what you mean not taking him last week?
Did we take him last week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would we?
I thought I didn't take him.
No. Why would we take the Jets? In what world?
Man, in the back of my mind, for some reason, I thought they played the 49ers. That's all it is.
Oh, no, you got that in the Bears game mixed up. Yeah. No,
yeah.
Then before we continue, what you sipping on today? You look like you got something nice right there.
Man, I got some homemade limeade because it's lemonade and limeade with some grenadine, some cola essence from the Caribbean, and of course the drink of champions, cognac. The choice today was Cavassier. So
okay, I'm going with
shout out to the OG. I know he's somewhere drinking some cognac.
Mango Crush City for me today.
Crush City. Where'd you get that?
Oh, you know I got it at HEB.
Here, everything's better.
All right, we still need that sponsorship. Let's get it.
Let's show you right.
We got the Jets visiting the Cleveland Browns. I don't even know why I even brought that up. That's like irrelevant.
I think it's going to be a good game for either team. If it sucks that I have to pick one of them to win this game. I think I'll take give me Cleveland because they got Nick Chubb.
All right. I'm in the same boat. So far, our picks are the same because I'm taking the Browns. I don't think the Jets are going to have an answer for these two running backs. I think they're going to be the stars of the show. And yeah, I'm curious about this matchup, though. The rookie Sauce Gardner versus Amari Cooper.
Because I don't expect the ball.
See, the reason I would you muted yourself.
Oh, see?
Yeah, you muted yourself.
I'm not playing this bullshit.
Yeah. So the reason why I'm intrigued by it is because one, Cleveland's at home. Amari Cooper does better at home than he does on the road. So, and he's still a rookie. Rookies make rookie mistakes. He might try to gamble on a couple of them, and Amari Cooper might mess around and get him. So, I'm not saying he's gonna like ball out like the other receivers, but it still should be a pretty good matchup. I'm gonna watch it just because I want to see how good this rookie is against a good veteran receiver.
Right.
So that's really my argument because last week they played the Jets played the Ravens, and the Ravens don't have a true number one like veteran receiver. They got a lot of Brashard Perryman, rookies like that. And then the cat that Lamar was killing it to last week, the other rookie receiver, but they don't have except Mark Andrews, but obviously Sauce ain't gonna guard no tight end. That's a mismatch.
No. So, you get lit up too.
Absolutely. So this game I had circled. This for me was actually a tricky game. And it's the Washington Commanders against the Detroit Lions.
Who's playing quarterback for Washington?
Carson Wentz. Walk it to him, Wentz. Drop it to him, Wentz. Whatever you want to call him, Wentz.
I'm taking the Lions.
You taking Detroit? Okay.
I'm taking the Lions. Hey, listen, as long as Taylor Heineke ain't back there, I'm taking the Lions every single time. At one point, I thought Joaquin Wentz was a very, very good quarterback. I thought he was on his way. Injuries caught up to him. It sucks because he has so much potential.
Yeah.
You know who feels that pain of Carson Wentz sucking now more? The Dallas Cowboys.
All right. So I'm actually this week I am actually going with the Commanders. I was impressed with what I saw from them last week, despite whatever you want to say about Carson Wentz, the receiving core, the fact that you had a game where you didn't have to feature Terry McLaurin and they still balled out like they did is something to think about. Their running backs are really good running backs. I'm looking forward to this matchup. I think this could be one of the more underrated, exciting games of the weekend because I didn't expect Lions and Eagles to go like it did last week, and actually that game ended up being really exciting last week.
And that's exactly why I'm picking the Lions this week.
Like this game is probably going to come down to Washington kicking a field goal. Washington is going to Detroit, so I'm gonna take Commanders by 3, but I still think it's going to be a very entertaining game.
Did Detroit play at home last week or were they on the road?
They were, I believe. Let me see. I can tell you right now. I can't pull the schedule.
I can't remember if they played in Philadelphia or Detroit.
Come on, website. Do you think? All right,
Internet.
They were at home last week.
Okay.
Yeah, the Eagles came to visit them last week. So
it's not even a home opener. So
no.
You know what? I'll still take Detroit. I'm gonna still take Detroit in that game. They impressed me enough last week. And I thought Detroit was gonna suck again. Well, I didn't think they were gonna suck. I just didn't think they were gonna be formidable. I thought they might win 5 games, but if week 1 is any indication of how good they'll be a pretty good team. Might not make the playoffs, but I definitely have them around maybe 8 or 9 or 9 or 8, depending on how the season go. So they're on their way up. So, yeah, I'll take Detroit, and I am going to stick with you too with the field goal thing.
Okay.
I think whoever wins is going to win by a field goal. Now, if that field goal comes down to the last second or not, but I think the winner's only going to win somewhere between 3 and 4 points. It's going to be a close game, though. It's going to be a competitive game at that.
Absolutely.
That's a good game to watch if you love football.
Yeah, so I'll definitely be invested in that game just for the sake of watching it, not because I have. I don't even think I have. Actually, I don't have any fantasy implications in that game.
So. I do. I have T.J. Hawkinson.
Okay, good stuff. So yeah, so that's definitely going to be something for you to keep an eye on. All right, this next game, interesting. This is actually, you know what? I'm gonna save this one because this one has a lot of conversation involved in it. Let's move on to one of the more compelling storylines of the entire weekend: Bucks versus Saints.
Michael Thomas is back.
Michael Thomas is back. A lot of the key players on that Saints defense that are not there, like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, they traded to the Eagles. He's gone, but they also have Tyrann Mathieu, Daniel Sorensen. Of course, Cameron Jordan is still there.
I like what the Saints did in the offseason with Tyrann Mathieu. That was very, very big.
Yeah, and then you have a banged up Alvin Kamara and a banged up Jameis Winston as well. So that's a little iffy. Chris Godwin's not playing in this game.
I hate picking rivalry games.
Well, you know how we feel about division games.
Yeah, man. You know what? I will. Somebody got to start 2-0. Somebody got to start 1-1.
One way. The game is in New Orleans. If that sways you one way or the other.
No. That wasn't going to play a factor. Even though New Orleans is like a big home field advantage team, they could have been playing in Tampa Bay, and I wouldn't have cared who was playing where because I just think both teams are just that good. Give me the Saints. I don't think the Buccaneers were impressive against the Cowboys. I expected the Buccaneers to win, but I also expected the Buccaneers to win in dominant fashion once Dak went down. I expect them to dominate the rest of the game, like crazy dominate. The running backs for the Bucs still questionable. I know they got like a 2-3 man rotation, but
nah, they only got 2. They only and Leonard Fournette's the guy.
Yeah, and Leonard Fournette, he's one of the guys that did not live up to expectations coming out. So Leonard Fournette is one of the guys that did not live up to his expectations coming out of college, which sucks because I expect him to be very, very good. He's a good starting running back though, no matter where he goes. But I think Tyrann Mathieu,
it's in there with
and company.
Camera.
Yeah, I think Tyrann Mathieu and company can do some damage on that defensive side. And the Saints defense is still good. They've been good for years now, and no matter who they plug and play, they've been good. So Jameis is up, which is a very compelling storyline. Jameis is going against his former team, which our golden rule is never pick a quarterback against his former team, but I think it's long removed now. So
this is his second time because he faced him last year too.
But are they playing in Tampa? No, they're not playing in Tampa. They're playing in New Orleans. If they were playing in Tampa, I might go ahead and I might pick Tampa. But
they were the last time Jameis played against the Bucs was last season, and they were in Tampa because he threw some pretty damn good balls. And
pause. But go ahead.
Shut up.
It's television, man. It's entertainment. It's the internet. So I'm definitely I'm going to take the Saints. I don't even know what the line is for Vegas, but whatever the line is for Vegas, if it's not within 3.5, hey Ashley,
Micah said hey.
Whatever the line is in Vegas, I would say not to pick it because this game has a very, very strong case to be a very close game, and neither team probably is going to cover.
Yeah, I think the line is 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
nobody's going to cover that.
Yeah, Tampa's an underdog in this game. Yeah, 2.5 point underdog.
Whoever has the ball with under 2 minutes left in the game might win this game.
No,
so
you can take my car if you feel safer.
So yeah,
I'm gonna take the Bucs.
Why would you go against TB12? That's your guy.
Well, it's because the X factor in this game is going to be Julio Jones. That's why.
I did forget they have Julio Jones.
So for me personally, I think Julio makes it.
I think the X factor is going to be Godwin. If he.
No, Godwin's out.
Oh man,
they've already ruled Godwin out. I think Julio is going to be the X factor because the attention is going to be on Mike Evans so much that Julio should be able to eat.
Hey, Mike, shout out to you, Houston area and personnel. Beautiful grab last week to give me 6 points.
Yeah, and then don't be surprised if this is a Russell Gage game.
Man, I forgot Russell Gage existed.
Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting things here that will be interesting. But I think Julio's the X factor. If they end up winning this game, it'll be because Julio is a mismatch for whoever their number 2 cornerback is.
Julio's a monster.
Right?
It's one of them things where it's just like, damn, if Julio would have got drafted to New England in Tom Brady's prime. Same thing with Randy Moss. Whenever Randy Moss had his season, oh my
Absolutely. God. So, all right, moving on to another. I'm not gonna call it it's interesting just because I don't know. There's a lot of stories with this one. So you got the Panthers and the Giants. So you got a new head coach. You got Saquon finally looking like his former self. Baker Mayfield with a new team. You've got Christian McCaffrey. Is he going to stay healthy? Is he not? Like, so far so good. But you have a team in the Giants that pulled off the upset against Tennessee last week, and you got the Panthers who lost against the Cleveland Browns in a very close game. Took a field goal to beat them, but it was a good game.
I picked the Panthers. Did I pick the Panthers? I think I picked the Panthers in that game too.
Yeah,
I do believe.
Because I picked the Browns. Yeah, we went opposite in that one.
Here I go pick one. Here I go again. Give me NYG. I loved what I saw last week. I loved it. Danny Dimes was not relied on as much as he has been in the past 2 years because obviously Saquon was healthy. I do believe, even though the Panthers defense is very good, they're very stout. They're not top 5, but they are very, very competitive and they play hard, man. You just can't replace effort with talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but Baker Mayfield. You already know how that goes. Give me Danny Dimes and Saquon, dog. I'm gonna take the Giants. I'm definitely taking the Giants.
It's hard for me to rock. It's hard for me to rock with Danny Dimes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But this is an interesting game. I don't see the Panthers starting 0-2. So I'm gonna take the Panthers in this game. Because I don't trust Daniel Jones, and I think that's really what it comes down to. And
Christian McCaffrey's healthy
because Saquon and Christian McCaffrey cancel each other out. So now I've got to look at the receivers. Okay, last week Moore wasn't as involved as he should have been, their number one receiver, but Robbie Anderson was. So you still have Robbie Anderson and Moore. Not to mention that they're finally starting to feature a tight end that I actually targeted last year in our fantasy drafts as a rookie to keep an eye on, in Tommy Tremble out of Michigan.
Yep.
So I like what they have on offense, and Baker needs to do just enough not to lose the game.
Let me ask you a question.
What you got?
Moore has a top receiver. He has a top quarterback. Is he a top receiver?
Yes.
Noted, because that's the same way. That's the same way I feel. So I can definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah, and I want to send a special shout out to CJ for dropping DJ Moore in our league and letting me pick
Jackass.
him up. I'm sure gonna hang on to him, and thanks for that Kyle Pitts gift you gave me too.
Another jackass. Hey, if you did not hear or listen to the podcast, we got do's and don'ts. One of the don'ts were do not overreact to week one. CJ, thank you for being the perfect example. Let's go.
All right. Now we just had a game that spoke to your heart. Now we have a game that's going to speak to my heart and make me struggle a lot. Patriots versus Steelers.
That's tough.
It's a tough game because, yes, of course, the Patriots lost last week, but they lost to a division rival, which we already know how division games get down. But this Patriots-Steelers game is a very storied rivalry. Call it what you will. But in the early 2000s, like, there's a lot of history in this game. Mind you, I think the only people left from this rivalry are the two coaches.
But even before the 2000s, in the 90s, whenever they had what's the guy that was Cordell Stewart?
Yeah.
And the Patriots had Bledsoe.
Yeah.
They both teams have always been really. My whole life they've both been good.
Yeah. When we still had Pete Carroll as a coach at that time.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot going on there. But
I can't see. I cannot see the Patriots starting 0-2. Give me the Patriots.
Okay.
Also, the Steelers got very, very, very lucky last week. Oh my God.
I mean, did they truly get lucky, or did Cincinnati just hand them that game? Because 5 turnovers is a lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's 5 turnovers in one game is very. I mean, obviously it's not only luck and ball, but you know what I mean when I say, God handed y'all that game. Like, look, here's another one, and here's another one. Oh, you know what? 2 ain't enough. Here's another one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And it still took to overtime for them to win. Like that was.
Yeah.
Like that game was insane. And again, we talk about division games. Another case of where a division game that literally could have went either way, just like the Texans Colts last week. They ended up in a fucking tie.
Bullshit. I'm on my survival league because of that. You are too.
Yeah. We got the sole survivor. And he chose with his heart, by the way. He chose the Texans over the Broncos. I told him you a dumbass, but whatever.
I mean,
I digress. We'll talk about that when we get to that particular part of it. But so you chose the Patriots. I struggled with this one mightily because I'm like, do I stick with my squad or do I?
And isn't Mitchell Trubisky the quarterback of the Steelers?
Yes,
definitely the Patriots.
So I'm going out.
But Najee Harris, man.
I'm going out on a limb, and I'm picking against conventional wisdom, and I'm actually going to take the Steelers.
Okay.
It's hard,
and his defense is still very good. That's still a steel curtain.
And they're also at Heinz Field, which will eventually be renamed because it'll no longer be Heinz Field. I learned that. That's very upsetting. Why are we renaming? We got to talk about that on the podcast. Why are we renaming iconic stadiums? We have got to stop doing that shit.
Well, the problem is a lot of people. You know what? Let's not do it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when it's time. But that shit, because even the Staples Center will piss me off.
Bro, I still call it Staples. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but. Anywho, all right, so
I digress.
So a game that, for me, when we pick our blowouts, I'm just gonna throw it out there now. This is gonna be me picking my blowout game now. Falcons versus Rams, and of course, I'm taking the Rams in this particular game.
Oh, listen, look, if you got Matthew Stafford on your team, this is the damn week. Listen to me. Matthew Stafford is pissed off after this past week. Yes, he lost to Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Buffalo is a very, very formidable opponent.
Hey,
that could be a Super Bowl preview. So
he didn't lose to Buffalo. He got smacked.
Well, you know, they were both teams were still in the game up until like the third quarter when they got that pick six, and then that was all she wrote. So it was a good game up until the end of the third when they got the pick six and ran it back. But one thing, if you know, I love Matthew Stafford. I've loved Matthew Stafford since he was in Detroit. You know, him and Matt Ryan were my go-to picks in fantasy, and I didn't pick him this year because you jackass.
Oh, me?
Pull a page from my book. There's one thing about me with fantasy. I always pick good quarterbacks. Yeah. So, give me the Rams. And if you have any receiver from the Rams, this might be the week I'm going to play Cam Akers. I got you.
I hope for your sake that Cam Akers has a bounce back. I'm starting Cooper Kupp.
Speaking of Joseph, here you go.
Oh yeah, so I got Cooper Kupp playing this week. I mean, obviously, I don't know why you wouldn't, even though ESPN hasn't predicted to actually not meet his points totals this week. But whatever.
What do they have as his points total?
He is currently projected. He's projected 21 points, which is a lot of points.
That's a lot of points for a receiver. That's pretty damn good.
But they're still saying that he's going to be a bust. But if a bust means he gets 18 points, then I'll take it.
You're damn right. If it means he only gets 15, I'll still take it from a receiver.
15 from a receiver is definitely comparable.
So, and he's going to score. Cooper Kupp is definitely going to score in this game.
One way or another. Even if unless they quadruple team this dude. But all right, another interesting game. You got a team coming off of an emotional roller coaster and a team coming off of an emotional letdown in the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah, 49ers all day. Look who here. Look who here.
Well, it's really good.
Oh, it's the punk ass that can't be here for a WWE show.
Baby girl.
Ooh, yeah, he getting on you.
I know.
Damn, Kendall, that's how it is? Okay. You wanted to come see me. Give me Debo's gonna bounce back. So give me the 49ers.
Yeah. I got Debo starting in all my fantasy lineups that I have him in. I've got the Niners as well. I've got the and the game is in San Francisco at Levi Stadium. So yeah, I'm also projecting.
Is the door open?
Oh, I think so. I'm waiting on
you projecting what?
I'm projecting this game to be a fairly high scoring game for the Niners. I think Trey Lance has a coming out party against Seattle in this particular.
Matter of fact, I'm going to start Trey Lance in CJ's league. Definitely.
Interesting. I like the way you. Okay.
I'm going to start Trey Lance in this game in CJ's league with the dual quarterback thing. He can't do much. He can't do much worse than Aaron Rodgers last week, who gave me 8 points.
True. Very true.
Wait till you get off the phone. Is that what you're saying? All right. Well, wait till you get off the phone. Come on.
All right. Next matchup. Oh, look, Joseph came right on time. Our next matchup is the Bengals versus the Cowboys.
The Bengals versus the Cowboys. And give me the Bengals.
Yeah, give me the Bengals as well, unanimously. Right now.
And if you have Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase in your fantasy league.
And Joe Mixon.
This is definitely your week. It's a bounce back week. I know Joe Burrow's going to come out with an attitude. He's going to throw the ball. Joe Mixon's going to run it down their throats. Cooper Rush is playing quarterback for the Cow. I'm predicting more like a 35-7. This is my blowout game of the week.
A lot of the experts, especially on NFL Network, have said the same thing. They're projecting this being the biggest blowout.
Oh yeah.
So
not even close. I don't think there's another game that's close to being a blowout. Not even the Texans game.
No,
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah, which actually we're there now. So we've got the Houston Texans visiting the Denver Broncos. One team's 0-1, one team's 0-1. So one team technically hasn't lost yet, but they're about to.
They're about to lose this week, and I love my Texans, bro. I love them. But
Let's be real.
I picked in my heart last week and it worked out. I picked in my heart again this week with the Giants again. What's up? This little girl crazy.
That's all right, little mama. We love it.
I am going with the Broncos. Russell Wilson is angry. So if you got Russell Wilson on your team,
my second quarterback.
More importantly, listen what I'm telling y'all. If you have Jerry Jeudy, oh my God, bruh.
Starting Jerry Jeudy as well.
Jerry Jeudy has to be started this week, and Sutton has to be started this week. Both of them, I do believe, are going to score, and both of them should put up anywhere between 15 and 20 points. Both of them. So, and Joe Mixon is definitely going to score 20 points.
I also have Denver's defense starting as well.
You shouldn't do that.
Oh no, I'm doing that.
You shouldn't do that. I think Davis Mills is comparable enough, but you get points for shutouts and low scores. So
I get
in our league,
yeah. So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm starting Denver's defense because Patrick Surtain is gonna get him a pick. All right. This game is gonna come down to more of a pick'em. Cardinals versus Raiders.
I don't think that's a pick'em. I'm taking the Raiders. I'm not even giving it a second thought.
So I'm gonna call it a pick'em because there's a chance that this game could literally go either way. Now the game is also in Vegas, but Kyler Murray and company do have enough comparable weapons to keep this game interesting. And after watching the Raiders last week against the Chargers, they still put up 19 points, and they arguably should have put up more. With Devontae Adams going off for like 120 something on the receiving yards game. So it's going to be interesting. And you've got the Raiders. Let me write that down so I don't forget that.
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders. I don't think the Cardinals are the same team without DeAndre Hopkins commanding a double team.
Yeah.
And Kyler is a don't get into it. Kyler's a great quarterback. I just don't think they have great receivers outside DeAndre Hopkins. I just don't.
Fair enough. You know what? I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna take the Raiders in this one. I was gonna split this one, but I'm like, eh.
By the way, most likely to end in the tie because of Kyler's feet. This one.
Yeah, I actually do completely agree with you on that one. The game, the most likely is in a tie.
Kyler's feet. If the Cardinals win, Kyler's going to have to rush for at least 75 yards.
Yeah,
has to.
We got 4 games left to pick, and we have we got 4 games left to go through. So, all right, Bears Packers. There's a lot of interesting things going on in this game. You got a pissed off Aaron Rodgers. You got a Chicago Bears team riding high. The game is in Lambeau. You got Justin Fields. People are saying, is this the year? Is it not going to be the year? Like,
as much as I love Aaron Rodgers, these dudes can't catch COVID if they try.
I mean,
they could brush arms. They could brush arms with somebody with monkeypox and not catch monkeypox. Bro, there's nothing wrong with Aaron Rodgers. I know he only gave me 8 points or whatever last week in CJ's league and basically gave me 0. I didn't play him in our league, but it was basically 0. Dude, you cannot make up for catching. You just can't.
You can't make up for drops.
I don't think I've ever seen a game with that many drops as last week. And
no, not. It'd be different if it was like one receiver, but it was multiple receivers dropping passes.
Right, and Adam Lazard and Tomlin are both not playing.
Well,
speaking of Tomlin,
now look, hold on. Aaron Lazard. Lazard wasn't confirmed that he wasn't playing. He was still possible to play.
He's still questionable. Yeah, but I hope he plays because I would love for him to play because he's going to put up a lot of points on my team if he does play.
Definitely would make a difference.
You know what? I'm going to pick on my heart here. Everything tells me not to do this, but I'm going to do it. Give me the Packers.
Okay.
Everything. I just gave you a whole spew of shit on why you shouldn't pick the Packers, and I'm still going to pick the Packers.
I'm going to take the Bears.
I love Justin Fields.
I'm taking the Bears. I'm taking the Bears to take this momentum and ride this train, and we're going to see. I might come back. That might come back to haunt me, but it is what it is.
Speaking of a dark horse to make the playoffs, Chicago.
Yeah,
I believe in Justin Fields. OSU.
In a weaker NFC, it's highly possible.
Oh yeah.
Colts Jaguars, another division game. Colts coming off of a heartbreaking tie. Jacksonville coming off of a very close game against the Washington Commanders.
Neither team impressed me. I'm not gonna lie. I am. You know what?
The game is in Jacksonville.
I was just gonna say, you know what? Just give me the home team because I have no. Matt Ryan looked so washed up last week. Against the Texans.
He does look like a absolute shell of himself.
Matt Ryan has never been the same since they blew a 28-3 lead.
Like, we about to just start calling Matty Ice dry ice.
Yeah, well.
Or lukewarm ice at this point.
Lukewarm. That's your term there, lukewarm.
He about to be a room temperature bottle of water. Give me Jacksonville in this game. Because there's also a good chance that Travis Etienne is going to bounce back. James Robinson played his tail off last week. I think the Jaguars have, with the fact that the Colts are not going to have Michael Pittman, you're also going to be without.
Oh, that's big. I forgot about that. Yeah,
you're gonna be without your one of your defensive captains as well. Linebacker is going to be out. I think it's too much for the Jags to overcome. So yeah. I think
another guest appearance.
Hey,
Big IV.
There he is. What it do? All right, we got 5 minutes and we got 2 picks to make.
Let's go.
All right, Titans versus Bills, Monday night game 1 double.
Bills. I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And Josh Allen's gonna have a field day at that. So if you got Stephon Diggs, start him.
Right. Vikings at Eagles.
You know what? Give me my cousin. Give me my cousin. I'm going to take my cousin.
We did the same. I'm taking the Vikings in this game. I think the offensive firepower that the Vikings have is going to be just enough. I do think the Eagles' defense is extremely vulnerable. The fact that they allowed the Lions to crawl back into that game, the Vikings' defense is not that defense going to let you do that. They're a lot better, much improved. I like this new and improved Vikings offense with their new head coach.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So,
still to this day, I'm mad that Kirk Cousins was picked in the 3rd round and RG3 and Kirk Cousins was drafted the same team. I screamed at my TV for the Texans to draft Kirk Cousins. Oh my God, bruh. Kirk Cousins is a monster. He might be this generation's what was the guy for the Jets? Chad Pennington. He might be this generation's Chad Pennington, but Chad Pennington also won a lot of games.
Well, Chad Pennington didn't get the bag like Kirk Cousins did either, though.
No.
College football score update from your top 25. Georgia is smacking South Carolina 31-0. You've got Michigan smacking UConn 38-0. Oklahoma is now up 42-7 on Nebraska. Baylor is up 21-7 on Texas State. Kentucky is up 28-0 on Youngstown State. And it's
just a bunch of shellackings going. There's not going to be a good college game until tonight. So
yeah. Shout out to my West Point. Shout out to my West Point Army. We up on Villanova 28-10.
What's up, West Point? I see you.
West Point doing West Point things. We had Florida State actually beat Louisville yesterday. They in a close game.
Yeah.
31.
That was a very, very good game because it was close the whole way until the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
very good game.
I forgot to bring that up when it came up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that actually was good."
Man, that was a good game. I watched it at my uncle's house.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up our picks for week 2. There's let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 that we agreed on. The rest we're all differ on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 8 that we differed on, 7 that we picked the same on. This is gonna be
this is gonna be the make or break week.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tipping scale week. So I got a chance to crawl back in or get my ass whooped.
Or you have a chance to blow me completely out the water.
I do. Like there's a chance. So we like that. Speaking of things going on, Joseph, what the hell are you doing tomorrow?
Joseph, what you doing tomorrow? WWE, Brews and Q's. You with it or no?
What, like on the,
yes, on the Zoom.
I ain't watched it in a minute, but I'll get on the Zoom.
I don't give a damn if you ain't watching. He said he ain't watching in a minute, but he'll get on the Zoom.
I ain't got cable no more.
You got Peacock.
Oh shit, I be forgetting.
Jackass. Okay.
Yeah, I got what time?
Yeah, what time we aiming for?
Let's-
Or you can give a prime time and then see what time works for him too.
yeah.
So
So let's tentatively let's plan for noon.
he'll be at church though at noon.
Who will?
Joseph.
Okay.
Might be out by 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Let's shoot for I really don't want to do it in the middle of football, but let's shoot for like 2:30.
Yeah, let's.
It's only early games going on at that point anyway.
Hold the phone. What the fuck we doing later on today?
Oh yeah, no, I got the Mason ball tonight.
What time?
I do got the ball. 5.
We might be able to. We may be able to squeeze something in before you have to head out. That might be possible. Let me talk with prime time, and we might be able to make it happen before that. It's 1 o'clock. So we still got.
Yeah, we got time. Yeah.
So I'll see what
and Joseph and Joseph is over here, so
yeah,
even better.
So I'll see what he got going on for the next couple hours. Hell, if he ain't got shit going on in like the next hour or so, we'll schedule this whole here shortly.
Yeah, I'll moderate because I mean I've been watching though. I've been
watching hard.
WWE is back, bro. It is back. Triple H is doing his damn thing, which we'll touch on later. So,
ladies and gentlemen, this has been Brews and Q's Week 2 NFL picks. We will see y'all possibly later on today. If not, we'll see y'all tomorrow. If you haven't checked out the latest episode of Gentleman's Talk, check it out wherever you get your podcasts on. We streaming everywhere. This beautiful video right here will be up on our YouTube here in the next 45 seconds. So
there we go.
It's up and rocking and rolling. Y'all check us out. We love y'all. Peace.
I'm DJ Micah B.
I am Mr.GQ.
We out.